Quick little check-in. Just make sure you have everything that you need, that you've got some weights and you've got some water to drink if you like. And you don't have to use weights. You can do this with or without weights, as well as, common items around your house that might be easy to hold on to and add a little extra weight and resistance. All right, y'all. So take a moment to just get settled. I'm going to back up here, get my timer started. I'm sure as soon as we begin, the cats will show up. They seem to know when it's time. So take a moment just to settle into your seat. Remember your intentions for your practice, any goals that you have in mind. And also, if you've been showing up for these workouts for quite some time, maybe consider how are you feeling stronger, maybe more confident, maybe a little more flexible or energetic. So just notice what these workouts together bring to you in your body, your mind, your spirit, and your heart. And begin to notice your breath and just allow your breath to move in and out with ease. You don't need to do anything to change your breath. Just notice the rhythm, the quality, and the length of your breath. And if you notice your breath is a little short or choppy or shallow, just begin to slowly deepen your inhale and very slowly release your exhale. And just see if you can find a slower, smoother rhythm and quality to your breath. When we begin to slow the breath down, this helps to slow down the mind and helps you stay grounded and present in your body so that you can move with awareness and getting the most out of your workout today. The next time you breathe in, see if you can inflate your belly and your rib cage like a balloon, just breathing all the way in. Imagine there is a balloon inside of you, stretching you from the inside out. And then as you exhale, see if you can squeeze that balloon, squeeze the air out of your body. So now we're using a little bit more conscious effort as we breathe. Expand all the way out as you inhale and squeeze all the way in as you exhale, beginning to activate the muscles of your core. We'll do this 3 more times. Inhale deeply at your own pace. And exhale completely. Good. And when you are ready, the next time you breathe in, just give everything a tight squeeze. Squeeze your hands into fists, activate all of the muscles, hugging them in towards the bones. And as you exhale, just soften that tension, release. And do that again as you inhale, just tense and squeeze. Bring some awareness into your eyes, your face, your lips, your jaw. And as you exhale, soften and release. We'll do that 1 more time. Inhale, tense and squeeze. And exhale and release. And now just begin to circle your shoulders. We'll start to warm up the muscles of the shoulders and upper back. and circle the other way. I just drank a very cold, icy green smoothie before class, and I think my tongue is just a little bit frozen still. All right. And then give everything another good squeeze as you inhale, tight squeeze, and exhale and release. Good. And now just pick one side and roll the shoulder. You can take your fingertips to the shoulder and stir your elbow if that works for you. If you're going one way, you can change that direction. You can keep your fingertips on your shoulder or let your arm circle. It can be little circles or bigger circles, just kind of exploring your range of motion in your way. Okay. And just let that arm rest. You can let that hand rest on your leg. Other side, we'll circle the shoulder first. Arm is relaxed. If the other side isn't an option, you can repeat everything on the same side. You can continue to move just like this, or take your fingertips to your shoulder and circle your elbow. And go the other way. And all of these circles, they can be little, they can be big circles. You can keep your fingertips on the shoulder or let go and just let that whole arm circle around. And other way. Good. All right. And now just cross one arm over the other. Walk your fingers back behind your shoulders and give yourself a great big hug. And as you're giving yourself a squeeze, take a deep breath into the back of your heart, in between your shoulder blades. And exhale, release. You can let the arms go. And then bring your elbows into your waist with your palms face up. And we'll open and close the arms here, moving into internal and external rotation for the arms. We'll be coming back to this with some weights. So right now, just warming up the joints. You don't have to force this rotation. You don't need to push beyond your range. Good. Just about 15 more seconds. All right. Let's keep the palms facing up and we'll juggle some balls. So just juggling all around you. It might be golf balls or tennis balls. Maybe they're bowling balls. All right. 15 seconds. All right. Very good. Let's go for some skiing now. You've got a pole in each hand or single arm. So the arms are moving in the same direction at the same time. Now you can continue to ski, or if you'd like to run, you can alternate arms. Go for about 10 more seconds, moving in your body's way. And three, two, and one. Very good. All right. Arms can be straight down beside you. And let's just lift and lower the arms and hands. You can kind of just let them swing a little bit. Good. Just 10 more seconds. Just building a little bit of warmth. All right. Now let's take one arm and go across the body. You can pretend like you're tossing a ball. Give a little toss as you go. Good. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Other side. A little bit of a swing. Good. 20 more seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Let's bring the elbows in and do a little crisscross in front of the chest and pull. So crisscross and pull. 10 more seconds. And 3, 2, and 1. Good. Hands in front of the chest. We'll climb some rope. You can keep it just right here level with the chest. If you'd like to reach higher, you can reach higher. Just exploring your range of motion here. Good. And 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Now let's row the boat. We have a few options here. You can go across the body like a figure 8. You can go in front of the body, stirring it up. So whichever way you want to go, you can do a little bit of everything. Make up your own version. Good. 20 more seconds. Nice, easy breath. Just let it flow in and out with ease. And 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Let's take the hands on top of the legs now. And as you inhale, just slide your elbows back, lift your chest, lift your eyes a little. And as you exhale, slide your fingers forward and look down. Slide your fingers back, look up, and slide your fingers forward and look down. And again, inhale, exhale, and one more. And exhale. Good. Let's return to center. Can let one hand rest on your chair and just either take your elbow over your head or your hand over your head. Just get a stretch in the side of your body. And then other side, fingertips can be on the shoulder or behind the head or over the head. Then come back to center and roll out your shoulders. All right, so let's move on now. You can have a sip of water and we're ready for our weights. Okay, so beginning with our first round, rotator cuff or our external and internal rotation. So the elbows are in towards your waist. Open the hands out to the side and back to center. For a little more in the upper back, you can pull your elbows behind you a little more. You can move nice and slow. We've got about 20 more seconds. With each of these individual exercises, we have about a minute or so, usually about 50 minutes, so that we have a few seconds to change. All right, two more. And last one. Okay, bring your arms down, roll out your shoulders a moment, and then you can bend your elbows again into your waist. Single arm or both arms, raising and lowering your elbows out to the side. So it can be both arms, single arm, alternate arms. Arms can be bent or they can be straight. Yeah. So customize according to your body's needs. We're about halfway through. And as we're moving, just want to breathe nice and steady. Try not to hold the breath. Good. Last one. Very good. Arms can come down. Give them a little shrug. All right, next exercise. Single arm will go across the body on a diagonal, or you can go straight up and down in front of the body. So pick what works for you here. The elbow stays slightly bent. Good. 3 more seconds. And then if you're switching with me, you can switch over. Notice your breath. All right, 5 more seconds. Last one. Excellent. All right, arms down. Moving right along to our biceps. So bicep curls here, single arm or both arms. You can do traditional bicep curl, which includes a rotation of your forearm. So the palms will face up as you bend. They'll face in as they lower. We're about halfway through. Good, nice and steady. Two more. Last one. All right, moving on to triceps. We have options. You can press down into your seat. You can lift one hand or both hands above your head. You can extend one arm or both arms behind you, bend and press. So, picking the variation that works for you today. We're about halfway through. Nice, steady pace. Y'all are doing great. 5 more seconds. Two and one. Very good. Okay. So that's our first round. You can shake it off, have a little stretch, have a sip of water if you like. It's nice to kind of check in between sets just to make sure there's not tension building up somewhere. And if there is, just let it go, shake it out, give it a little stretch, deep breath. All right, when you are ready, come back to your ready position. Round two. And here we go. Open, All right, we're about halfway through. Notice your breath. Deep breath in, deep breath out. 5 more seconds. And last one. All right, bring your arms down, give your shoulders a little shrug, and then we'll move into our lateral raises. Arms can be bent or straight. Can also do a little bit of everything, right? If you start to get tired with your arms straight, bend them. If it gets to be really easy with your elbow bent, straighten it. Good. We're about halfway through. Notice your breath. All right, last one. Excellent. Give your shoulders a little roll. And then we'll move on to our single arm, raising it in front of the body. Good. Anytime you need to rest, if you need to rest, take it. You can always just get right back in. Good. Last one. If you're switching, switch with me. Good. Last one. Excellent, y'all. All right. So arms down. Moving on to bicep curls. You can go back to that traditional curl or maybe a hammer curl. Hammer curl, the palm just stays facing in. Traditional pearl curl, you add the rotation of your forearm. Good. We are halfway through. 5 more seconds. Good. Last one. Okay. Triceps. So choose what works best for you. Overhead tricep extension, or you can extend that arm back behind you. Can also press down into your seat like you're trying to pick yourself up out of your chair. Isometric press. Good. We are halfway through. Good. 2 more. Last one. Excellent. All right. Round two is done. Have a sip of water if you're feeling a little dehydrated. And then we have one more round to go. Hmm. Taking a nice stretch if you need to. And then when you are ready, come into your ready position. And here we go. Check in with your breath. This is a good time to breathe into the chest, expand into the rib cage. We're about halfway through. Use your exhales to help you stay connected to your core. 10 more seconds. Good. Last one. All right, arms down. And then we'll move into our lateral raises. You might notice on the third round, things start to get a little bit heavier. You might slow down a little bit. That's normal. It means you've been working hard. Good. We're about halfway through. Last one. Excellent. All right. So moving along to our front raises. Check in with your breath. All right. We are halfway through. 3 more seconds. Great. All right. Now we have bicep curls. Pick the variation that you like. Good. We are about halfway through. Controlling the weight as best as you can. 3 more seconds. Very good. All right. Triceps. Last set of triceps. We are halfway through. All right, last one. Well done, everybody. You can put those away. Shake out your hands, wiggle your fingers, roll out your shoulders. Maybe give yourself a big hug and a squeeze. Take a deep breath into the upper body, shoulders, upper back. All right. And then we're moving into our HIIT routine. So here we're going to start to go faster, faster. You can ski, you can run, anything that works for you here, just to get the blood moving again through the body. And then increase the intensity by going faster, by moving around a little bit more, varying where your body is moving in space. That's going to help increase the intensity, challenging your core. It won't really look like we're running anymore, and that's okay. Just want to keep yourself moving. Now, as we go through our routine today, if there's any exercises that don't work well for you, you can always do something else. So insert any exercise in the place of another one, okay? And let's go for 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, so in between each exercise, we have a little bit of a rest period. Rest and recover. That helps your breath slow down. Take a deep breath in and out. It helps your muscles recover so that we can go as hard as we can again. So here we go. Hands up and down. Reach up and down. In between, tap your knees or the tops of your legs. Reach up, tap and down, tap, up, tap and down, tap. And you can always move faster than me. I'm going a little bit slower because I need to make sure that I can talk and pay attention. But you can go faster and faster. And we got 2 more seconds. Last one. And rest. Good. Also, during our rest periods, if you don't want to completely stop, you can just move at a slower pace, a little walk. Okay. So we've got 5 more seconds to rest. And then let's play the drums. So palms face down. Start beating those drums all around you. Now you can use your palms like you're playing bongo drums, or maybe you've got some sticks and you can play drumsticks. And then start to expand your territory so that you are up and out and down and over. And just keep your body moving. Good. 3 more seconds. 2, 1, and rest. Very good. All right. Good time for a sip of water. All right. Next up, hands together or a single hand in a fist. We'll chop some wood. So we'll take the hands overhead and chop it down. Get a good chop in there. Pretend like you're chopping through that tree. You can feel the impact and resistance through the body, strengthening your spine, your core, your upper body, your arms, your triceps. 3 more seconds. 2, last one. Very good. All right. Deep breath in, deep breath out. All right. Catching flies is up next. When you're ready, here we go. Snatching those flies out of the air. Maybe today they're butterflies. Or maybe they are fireflies. Keeping it moving. Your pace. Our intention is to increase the intensity as much as possible. Challenge yourself before we take a rest. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good job. Deep breath in, deep breath out. If you want to keep moving, you can go for that nice walk. All right. So now let's go to some speed punches. So elbows lifted, hands at the center of your chest. You're punching that speed bag in front of your chest. Yep. They might be making a little circle around each other. Might be a little vibration going through your body. You might be able to hear it in your breath and in your voice. Now, maybe it's not a punching bag. Maybe you have an opponent, and so you are avoiding getting punched as you are punching back. Good. Shifting your body around, challenging your core, your stability and balance. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Very good. Shake it off. Hmm. Deep breath in, deep breath out. All right, next we have our rope. Going to climb our rope here. One hand on top of the other or a single hand pulling down. Now you can keep it here in front of your chest and face. Maybe you want to reach a little higher. If you reach higher, you won't go as fast. However, it is going to be challenging in a new and different way. So customize according to your body. Speed it up as much as you can. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Very good. All right, check in, take a little stretch. You can circle your head around a bit. Okay, next up, we have a crisscross and a pull. The elbows back to prepare. Crisscross and pull. Crisscross and pull. Good. If you pull your elbows back or press them into your seat, your upper body will engage, strengthening the muscles of your upper back and your chest. Get some bicep action in here as well. Good. Now you can omit the crisscross and reach and pull instead. You could also just keep crisscrossing right here. And we'll go for 3 more seconds. 2 and 1. Very good. All right. Take a little breath. And let that breath go. All right. Let's row the boat. Either across on a crisscross kind of direction or in front, making sort of a circular motion. If the crisscross doesn't feel good to you, then just keep it straightforward so you're not twisting your shoulders and your spine. Speed it up as much as you want to. 10 more seconds. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Very good. Deep breath in, deep breath out. All right. This time we're going to play the drums. So palms face down. Here we go. Back to those drums. A little drum roll. It's almost like playing patty cake as you press out. Now hands can be open or maybe you're holding drumsticks today. As long as you are in motion, that is what matters. And 10 more seconds. And three, two, one, and rest. Very good. Check in with your neck and your shoulders. Okay. Hands on your legs. We're going to go back to reach up and down. Again, you may certainly go much faster than me. That is always an option. It is also an option to go slower than me. So pace yourself according to your body and meet yourself where you are today. Five more seconds. Last one. Awesome, everybody. All right. Take a nice breath. If it's been a minute since you've had some water, maybe have a little sip. All right, let's go back to those speed punches. So hands at the chest, elbows lifted, circling those fists around. You can move your body around. You can slide along the back of your seat. You can lean a little forward. You can look up and around. Any variation. 10 more seconds. And three, two, one, and rest. Very good. Shake it off. Roll out the shoulders. Okay, let's row the boat. So here we go, either across or in front. Speeding it up as much as you can, increasing the intensity. You might feel your heart beating a little bit faster. Maybe it's getting a little bit warmer. Good. 15 seconds. 5 more. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Very good. All right. Okay, next up, let's chop some wood, either both hands or single arm. Chopping up and down. Only raising your hands as high as it feels comfortable for you. Chopping down, keeping your head and chest lifted. Good. 15 seconds. Five more. Last one. Very good. All right, shake it off. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Engage your core. All right, next up, let's catch some flies. When you're ready, here we go. So here the challenge is to go all around you as much as possible, going faster, faster, faster. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Very good. Deep breath in, nice slow breath out. Slow it down. Good. All right. Next up, elbows back. Let's crisscross and pull. Or any variation here that works for you. Good. Keeping the chest lifted. Excellent. You can leave out the crisscross or keep the crisscross or crisscross only. Many variations to choose from. Good. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Very good. Nice deep cleansing breath. All right, next, let's climb that rope. Here we go. One hand on top of the other or single arm pulling down. You can reach higher or you can keep it closer to the chest. You can either squeeze the hands into a fist or kind of keep them open like a bear claw, clawing down. 3 more seconds. And rest. Very good. Check in. Deep breath in, deep breath out. All right, next let's go for a run. This can also be skiing. If it's an option for you to add in the feet and the knees, you can always add that as it works out for you. Always moving in your own body's way. Good. Can go faster, faster, faster. Getting to the end of that finish line. 10 more seconds. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. Shake it off. Let your head just kind of circle or make a little smiley face with your chin on your chest. Good. All right. So, last thing here before our final stretch, we'll go for about 2 full minutes. We'll go back to running. And every 10 to 15 seconds, I'm going to switch to a new exercise. Now, you can always stick with what you love, or you can keep doing the same thing. Does not matter to me. All right. So, here we go. 5 more seconds. And then we'll catch some flies. Here we go. 3 more seconds. And then crisscross and pull. And keep breathing. 3 more seconds. And then reach up and down. 3 more seconds. And let's play the drums. Keep breathing. 3 more seconds. And let's row the boat. 3 more seconds. And let's juggle. Palms up. Juggle all around. Good. 3 more seconds and we'll be done. All right. Very good. Okay. So hands on your legs for a moment. Just get stable. On your inhale, just slide your elbows back and just let the chest open more. And as you exhale, slide your fingers forward. Let your chin drop to your chest. And again, inhale, elbows slide back. You can look up. And exhale, slide forward, chin to chest. And one more time, inhale. And exhale. And come back to a neutral spine. Roll your shoulders. And then one hand on your chair, fingertips on your shoulder, and just lean, reaching the elbow up. Or you can take the arm overhead. And come back. And then other side, either fingertips, lift the elbow as you lean, or take the arm overhead. And then come back to center. And then just give yourself a big hug, wrap your arms around you, big squeeze, deep breath in, deep breath out. And then just let your hands rest on top of your legs and take a moment to tune in and acknowledge the effects of this practice on your body, your heart, your mind, your spirit. And if there's anything you'd like to let go of before you move back into your day, take a deep breath in and big sigh out. Let something go. Thank you so much for joining me. I look forward to meeting you again next time.